Is this you? Did you want to have the live 2D Yuki skin that was given out to all the dragon and higher players, the variant skin? Well, I'm going to show you how to get there as quickly as possible. So what makes a dragon player? Do they have to be skilled at multiple characters? Do they know every mastery? Are they blessed by RNGesus himself? Well, not at all actually. You can get there very easily. The only problem is that's the amount of time it takes. So my suggestion is to pick your favorite character. In my case, it was Hyunwoo. Ideally, a character that is not only straightforward, but has one mastery, and somebody that you enjoy playing over and over again. The idea of playing one character and one mastery is to reduce the sheer amount of stuff you have to learn. If you take a look at the index, there is a ton of weapons, a ton of armor, a ton of food, a ton of stamina, and a bunch of things you have to learn about the game in general in order to get anywhere. However, the whole point of going one weapon is so that we only have to learn one thing. This helps reduce the amount of time required in order to learn the game and play at a high level very quickly. Apart from that, climbing has a lot to do with mindset. You do need to stop blaming randomness and other sort of things for being able to lose the game. Yes, you do get unlucky. Yes, you sometimes get screwed with how other people play. That's fine. But usually there's something that you could do that will help you get better. Another thing is that you have to just get used to losing. This is a game where a 10% win rate is considered really good. Now, a 10% win rate doesn't mean you'll play 10 games and win one. It's entirely possible you can go through 27 games, lose all of them, and then the next 3 you win all of them. So you do have to get used to losing, and if you're in a situation where you get really frustrated by your losses, you do need to take a step back and take a breather. On a final note, there are a couple playstyles that will make you take longer to get to Dragon. I don't recommend playing Trap Soul or Hack JP. You can hit Dragon on these strategies, however they are subpar and will take significantly more games. On the flip side, there's Barbara, who's incredibly hard to play, but is a viable strategy. If you don't mind taking the extra games to learn her, then you have nothing to lose. Lastly, make sure to be taking good setups. Purple Cell, Bread Seeking, Pursuit, Ambush, and Scout are all setups that will make the game harder for you. Oh, and if you're playing bow or gun, make sure to take ammo supply or arrow supply. Lastly, make sure to be taking supplies every single rank game. This will help you with your flexing, and it's a disadvantage to not take them. If you're worried about the real world cost of gems to afford supplies, you should consider joining Team Black Survival, which will let you earn free gems. Information is in the link in the description below. So how should we approach games then? Your first goal is to learn what you can craft. Start with about 3 to 4 purple weapons. From there, you want to try to learn all of the armor, all of the headgear, the clothes gear, arm gear, leg gear, and accessories. Knowing all of them will help you flex a lot more, and it'll help you in the long run. I highly suggest jumping into games and using the search item feature that will help you learn new items and teach you where they are at the same time. For example, we can go into the set target, which is right over here, and we can just pick a weapon that we want, and it'll show us where to find anything. Alternatively, we can click on an item, hit craft, and take a look through here to see where we can go. Yes, this takes a long time in game. In order to just go through here and set target, you will be losing games, but that's fine. Our goal is to learn as quickly as we can. You should be experimenting with different starts and different armor builds to get a better feel for where things are, and it'll help you learn the game faster. You can also use this map to browse where certain items are in between game. You can just click on an area, see how many of each item there are. This is very important because, for example, let's say you want to build Sword Stopper almost every game. You need arm warmers, which there's only 3 of them in slums, 3 of them in school, and 1 in uptown. With the in-game search item, it won't tell you that there's only 1 in the uptown, so you could end up searching uptown for far too long. That's something that you can only find out by going through this screen here. From there, you'll want to learn some basic routes. I don't recommend going too far in specifics when it comes to routing, since most of the time you'll be required to be flexible with your pathing. I have a video where I explain what makes a good route, which you can find in the description below. It'll also help you to watch high-level players such as myself. Once you have a good feel of the general flow of the game, that's when you'll want to learn animal control. I actually have a complete guide to animal control, which you can find in the description below as well. Lastly, you should be prepared to put in a ton of games. My first time hitting Dragon 5 took me 500 games, and from Dragon 5 to Dragon 1, it took me another 500 games. Obviously, some people climb faster than others, but regardless of how quickly you learn, you still have to sit down, play the game, in order to learn the game. So, I know that this video is rather short. I didn't write the script long enough. This is my first time actually editing the video. But I'm hoping that you guys like this type of content. I got some other ideas. I know a lot of you have been asking for a tier list, but like the reality is that I'm not playing the game enough right now. I'm trying to like get better internet in my new place so that I can play more. My biggest issue with tier lists is that a lot of tier lists aren't actually that helpful to people. If I make a tier list, it's going to be what's good for me, right? And I think what I might end up doing is I might just like be
covering like flavor characters, like maybe like best 5 characters in a patch and say what I think about it and just leave it at that. I don't think I want to go too into detail. So we'll do that. If you like this stuff, make sure to leave a comment, like, share, and we'll see what else I can come up with. Peace.